Hi, my name's John. Welcome to a video that's got nothing at all to do with engineering, machining, welding or steam engines. I'm going to do a cooking video. I haven't done one for a while. I've had quite a few requests of viewers to do another cooking video. The wife's at work, so I've got free range of the kitchen. I'm going to do one of my favourites. It's basically a bacon and egg pie or an egg and bacon pie, but I'm going to substitute spam for the bacon. So it's going to be a spam and egg pie with possibly some onions in. That's enough talk. I'll show you how I prepare the ingredients, how I put the pie together. We'll cook it and do a little taster session. I really do hope you enjoy this video. These are the ingredients and tools I'll use to make the pie. The first thing naturally is a tin of spam. Now this spam has been in the fridge for the last 2 hours, so it should be at the perfect temperature, the perfect firmness to be able to carve it correctly. Tin of spam. I've got some eggs. These happen to be duck eggs. I like duck eggs, and I've got some spare ones. I'm going to use duck eggs. I've got an onion. I've got something to cook it in, and I've got some pre-made shortcut pastry. I can make pastry. I can cast brass, but normally I just use ready-made stuff, brass and pastry. So the first thing I'm going to do is line the container with the pastry, and then we can go about preparing and installing the ingredients. This is the pastry. This has also been in the fridge. Roll it out. Be very gentle with it. I'm not sure if you're meant to use this cool or warm it up slightly. I've got a little bit of damage there. Right. It's not quite wide enough, so we need to make it a little bit wider. So all you want to do is line this and then put a lid on. There should be enough pastry here to do the job. My wife normally does this sort of thing for us. She's a lot better than me, but we need to leave enough for the lid. So if we cut the lid first, which is going to be that bit there, then this bit here is going to be used to line the tray. I think we need to stretch it a little bit more. In both directions. That looks much better. Once again, some people make this look easy. It's not easy. It's easy to make a mess of it. Right, so gently, very gently, tuck this into its tray. We'll just let the weight of the pastry. That's not too bad. Right, that's pretty good at that. There's a little bit we can trim off the end here that we can use to help fill the lid out because we're a little bit short on pastry. Right, so that's the pie container lined, kind of ready to go. We'll leave this bit and we'll sort that out later on. Right, probably the most important thing is the preparation of the spam. It's easy to get out of the tin using the method I use. Sometimes you can, I'll show you, you open this up and it doesn't want to come out, and you put a knife in and you end up damaging it. There's a way to avoid damage. First thing we do is put a nice neat hole in the back with a sterilised punch, like that. Then to get it out, the easiest way is to use compressed air. My shop air is running at 145 psi, 10 bar. I've got it regulated down to about 20 psi. That's all I need to remove the spam from the tin. And the air line is a really handy thing to have in the kitchen, not just for spam removal, it also helps for cleaning benches and dusting flour off. Right. Simple as that. So now we've got the spam out of there, You can see how firm it is. There's no damage to it. I'm going to carve it up. I'm going to make it sort of 10mm slices. You don't need to measure it, but you can if you want to. I can fairly well guess 10mm. Of course, the Imperial lads can do them 3/8. That one's near a 1/2 inch. It's not critical. Right, so that's the first operation. Then I'm going to half some of these slices, but not all of them. I'll show you why when we're coming to assemble the pie. Right, these two get cut into chunks or spacers. Right, we'll put them to one side and then we'll prepare the eggs. These are duck eggs. The reason they're wet is I always put them in some cool water to make sure they don't float. As long as the eggs sink, they're perfectly good to use. These are very fresh. They have a much harder shell than an ordinary hen's egg. Much bigger yolk as well. A bit of shell in there, don't like shells. Remove that. Half a dozen eggs should be enough because I'm going to do 2 pies. Great. 6 nice fresh hen's eggs. Black pepper's a must. You can put anything you want in here. I've put curry powder in before, whatever takes your fancy. Puncture the yolks. You can leave the yolks whole if you want a big lump of cooked yolk in your pie, and give it a little bit of a mix up, but don't sort of, you're not making an omelette. Right. I'm going to put a little bit of this into there. Then we're going to put the spam in. I like to lay the spam out, putting spacers in as well, so it doesn't fall over when it's being cooked. And this is not health food, this is what you have on a nasty rainy day just to cheer yourself up. Right, that's looking not too bad. Next I want to put some onion in there. We'll do the onion now. Half an onion should do quite nicely. Take this outer skin off. Like that. There's several ways to cut up an onion, and I don't really know any of them. I want to do a massive bit, just have some nice bits of onion like that. This needs to be partially cooked. You could boil it, you could fry it. The easiest way is just to give it a couple of minutes in the microwave, just to soften it off and start the cooking process. Right, so that's nice chunky bits of onion. Into here. Then into the microwave for a couple of minutes. The onions have gone nice and soft, they're sort of partially cooked. In there. Spread them around nicely. And we'll want some more egg mix on top of that. probably enough because it will rise as it cooks. We need to repair what pastry we've got left to make the lid now. We sort of need to stick it all back together where it's come to bits really. It's starting to warm up, so it's been a bit more manageable. It's looking good. It's certainly long enough, maybe a little bit wider. That should do quite nicely. Just fold these edges in. Right, now we've got to get that from there onto the top of there without making too much of a mess. One way, I suppose, is just to go for it. We've got a little bit of a hole there, be a little bit of a leak, it'll not matter, I can repair it. Right, and the ends are crimped together. I'll just use my fingers and thumb like that, just to get it going. Then we need a fork. This is just to seal the edges. Some little ventilation holes. And we need a paintbrush. We'll use the original egg yolk. The wife's got a proper paintbrush for brushing the egg on. This makes our pastry go all nice and golden. Also helps to seal these holes and cracks we've got. Right, now we can trim the excess bits of pastry off. We could, I suppose, use them to decorate the top, which we probably will. Right, so we've got a little bit of pastry here, we might as well utilise it. A little bit of a sausage. Right, and I'm going to make something out of this. What should we do? We'll do an S for spam, eh? Right, so we've got a spam S on there. Once again, it's more of this stuff. Then it goes into a preheated oven at about 180 degrees for probably 40 minutes. So it's nice and golden brown. And this is going to be good. This pie has had 35 minutes and it's cooked. That is absolutely splendid. If you tap the top, it makes a hollow sound. That's going to be really nice. I'm going to let it stand here and cool for half an hour or so before I cut it open. You can eat this warm or cold. Honestly, it's better cooled. The S has come on quite nicely. The pastry's got a lovely colour. We've had no major leaks. So it's S for spam, there you go. Right, the pie's cooled down out to a reasonable temperature. It's still hot, but it's a lot cooler than it was. We'll simply get it out of this container. This is looking rather splendid. Right, we'll break into it. Oh, yeah, mate, look at that. That looks absolutely superb. Definitely cooked This looks really, really good. Once again, it just remains to say, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and bon appetit, bonny lad. That is absolutely stunning.